think today's album which I wanted to share with you, I think is very rare. Hi, this is Takashi from Jazz Blues Japan. Yeah, today I just want to share with you one album which I think, a reissue, by the way. I think it's rare, and I don't know, not many jazz collectors know about this. The album is this. Yes, I don't know whether you know this. This is the Dorothy Ashby hip harp. Dorothy Ashby is a kind of unique jazz musician playing harp. I don't think other jazz musicians play harp. Yeah, so it's that alone is a unique point, as a jazz musician, right? And when I first listened to this, it's a kind of funny feeling, a kind of mixture of thinking this is great, or this is not that good. But when I listen to it from time to time, I think that feeling has become stable. It's a great jazz album, and she plays well, and it goes well with the other instruments, like the bass, drums, and the rest. Yes, so it's a great jazz album, but it's a kind of minor album in a minor musician. But this one particular is I listed some of the Dorothy Ashby albums on the Prestige before, like a VIJJ series. That alone is a kind of a unique approach by the Victor Music Japan at that time. But this one is another rare one. This was manufactured, I don't know whether I should say manufactured, but distributed by the Wave Japan in the early 90s. Wave Japan is no longer there, but Wave Japan was very popular music shop and a manufacturer or distributor, rather I should say, during the 80s up to the 90s. And I used to go there, because at that time I was a university student living in Tokyo. So I used to go there, to the Wave Japan in Roppongi in Tokyo. And it's a great shop. And there was a kind of an atmosphere. Yeah, of course, they dealt with not only jazz, but also the other, categories of music, rock, rhythm and blues, and everything, world music. And I think, they had a wide range of variety of the albums and categories. That I think was very unique, and I used to go there almost every week, to check every new album coming up, because there was no internet at that time, right? Anyway, back in those days, and Wave Japan at that time released and reissued many Prestige titles and also Riverside titles using the Fantasy US master, at that time. And the Fantasy at that time, as you know, they released many great reissues with the OJC serial, All Jazz Collection series, right? And I think this is one of them. But I don't know whether Fantasy US reissued this Dorothy Ashby Hip Harp at that time. I'm not quite sure, but I don't think so. And the Wave Japan used that Fantasy source, but this time this album was cut and pressed by the Victor Music Japan using Toyo Kasei. It's a kind of funny thing, because Wave Japan released and reissued many titles with the WWLJ series serial, and I featured and I listed many of them, you know. But this one particular, this is my first time to obtain this particular, you know, album reissue, and this is funny because all of the other titles were cut and pressed at Fantasy US and distributed by Wave Japan here in Japan. But this one, I don't know what happened, was cut and pressed by the Victor using the Toyo Kasei at that time, and distributed by the Wave Japan using the WWLJ serial. Very funny, you know. And if you look at the label, you know, this is the Prestige yellow label, but they didn't put the firework, you know, art design. I don't know what happened. Just plain, you know, black and yellow label. And I guess, I'm not 100% sure, but you know, I guess that because of the licensing issue, they did not use the original label design, yellow firework, you know, yellow label design, and they used this, you know, plain, you know, yellow label, Prestige label. That's what I think, you know, that's what I guess. Anyway, this is very unique reissue and a rare, you know. This is my first time to obtain this, you know, sorry, Dorothy Ashby Hip Harp and a great jazz album, and a reissue, rare reissue. Yes, surely, because of the Toyo Kasei, the best possible quality, you know, pressing quality and the sound quality are really good. Yes. So if you come across this reissue, I think it's better for you to look into it and get it. Yeah, that's it for today. I hope you like it. And lastly, I always keep praying, wishing you guys, family members, co-workers, everybody to be safe in this unusual situation. Please continue staying safe, and always remember that we are connected with music we love, jazz. Thanks for watching today, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.